Now, as I said, the main problem of our country is lethargy. And lethargy is something we have to overcome somehow. And this lethargy is actually a satanic force. It's not lethargy only of the matter that comes from material domination on the spirit, but it is really satanic because it stops your progress and is to be avoided. And to get out of it, one has to be really alert about it, how it crawls onto you. Krishna has put the worst vice in the whole world is alasya, means lethargy. Alasyopi jayate. Everything comes out of alasya. According to him, first the lethargy comes in, and because of lethargy we get into vices, and then we go to the right side also because of lethargy. Because just to avoid the lethargy, we go to the right side too much. So, according to him, everything starts with lethargy, and then the person loses the essence of life through lethargy. And this is our special quality, and that is our real problem, is the lethargy. Because Sahaja Yoga is a thing where we say there is a kriya. You don't have to do anything. It is effortless. Everything works out effortless, spontaneously. So we think that everything is going to work out for us spontaneously. Only the Kundalini Jagruti is spontaneous for the first time, not for the second time. Only for the first time. That is, I have to do it, or my photograph has to do it. But afterwards, you have to work. You have to keep your Kundalini afloat. You have to understand what are your problems. What are you getting into? I mean, individually, every one of you is a masterpiece. Individually. Because of lethargy, you are clouded. Secondly, because of lethargy, you are secluded. Lethargy gives you also ego. Because anything that challenges lethargy, you get on top of that person. You don't like such a person. But the lethargy also those do not have are the people their attention is not on spiritual development. Theirs is, as I told you yesterday, on other things which are not important to spiritual life. We pay so much attention to other things than to our spiritual life. Why is it? Why is it we pay more attention to material things, to material comforts, to material achievements, to material obsessions? Why? We must think about it. And why not to our spiritual ascent? The reason is we have been identified with matter. We have been going through that circle. We thought that we must have material development. So we had industrial revolution. We created a society dominated by industries. Machinery came up. We saw the machinery started dominating us. We wanted to misidentify from that machinery. Machinery has also given us lethargy. Because we use machine-made things, our hands do not work. We have lost all the deftness of the hands. We have lost all the walking capacity. We can only take a bus or a car. We do not want to walk at all. Now this mechanization and the use of matter too much has made us sort of matters ourselves. We have become matter. That we cannot live without it. We are so identified with it. After realization, if you are still identified with the matter, then your realization slows down. So one has to understand fully that matter is absolutely secondary. Without, of course, getting your body, you cannot receive realization. You have to have your body. But matter which is gross is of no meaning. Subtle matter is all right for us. That's important. Like this light which is burning is important. Water that is in the ocean is all right. the sky, open sky, say here it is not so good, but if you go to a country, it's even better. The Mother Earth, say example here, I don't know how it is, but in India, certain places, Mother Earth is very much sucking your material identifications. So matter has been identified with us, we have been using it, living with it, and that's why it is easy for us to get back into the same circle of matter. And we get into it. We pay attention more to it. Now, if I say do not pay attention to it more, then you go to another side. In a subtler way, you jump into vices. Vices of, I can say, uncleanliness, filth, dirt, mismanagement. So from one extreme to another extreme you go. Now, in the center, what is matter, we should understand. And we should try to then identify ourselves with our spirit. Now, what is matter? Let us find out. What is matter is. And what is created out of matter? Matter, you know, is made out of 5 elements. You know the 5 elements which have made this body of ours. And these 5 elements are on the right hand side of the human beings. And these 5 elements either push you towards the left side or pull you towards the right side. I mean to say that when you start using the matter, gradually you become lethargy. You become slave to it. It forms a habit. If you use a chair, then you cannot sit on the ground. If you are used to a comfortable life, you cannot live in an uncomfortable life. Sort of it slaves you. Secondly, if you try to overpower the matter, getting overactive with matter, you make everything properly and make everything nicely and everything, you are over efficient with the matter, then your ego develops. And when your ego develops, you go into violence. Because if you produce more, you have to be violent about it. Otherwise, you do not know how to sell it. You become sort of an aggressive businessman or a country which tries to sell the matter, which tries to overpower other nations with their material advancement. With violence, you go a little further, then what becomes out of you is nothing, but you become materialistic. And materialistic people have no heart. A materialistic person has no heart. He's just dried out. He only understands money, money, and money. He doesn't go beyond it. So too much attachment to money is also materialistic. Waste of money is also materialistic. Mismanagement of money is the worst of all. So to be materialistic is your nature. You have started with it. That's human nature to be materialistic because we have started with matter. But it is also the human nature to ascend. As it is natural to be a beast, it is more natural to be a surgeon. So both things are part of the nature. Now which way you go is the thing. Now the ladder can take you up or can bring you down. If you have to go up, your eyes should be upward. Now these 5 elements create what within you? They create the 5 chakras within you. Or you can say the 6 chakras are created out of these 5 elements. And these 5 elements, when they create the chakras, then they also give us a support to have the deities, a asana, a seat for the deities to come in. So they are important. But if you have to give a deity a seat, you do not give some sort of a filthy seat. You give a nice, the best seat, whatever is available, to the deity. So, you must know that when you are using the matter, see the auspiciousness of it. You have to know the auspiciousness of things that you are using, whether it is auspicious or not. At random, we buy clothes. At random, we buy things. If you could use your vibratory awareness to buy your things, to see what you should buy, what would look nice, because beauty and auspiciousness goes hand in hand. They are not two things. Because beauty is a thing that gives joy to your spirit. Auspiciousness is the same which gives joy to your spirit. All other beauty is no beauty. So for a Sahaja Yogi it is necessary to use all the matters which are auspicious. Now, auspicious matters, whatever are there, which are important matters, must be kept at a higher level, always. For example, say my photography is very auspicious. Then you don't put it on the ground and don't trample over it. In that also there are gradations of auspiciousness. But now your clothes, because you are saints now, are very important. You are saints, do you realize? Do you realize your self-esteem? You are saints now. What clothes you wear? You are not vagabonds. You are not tramps. You are not on the street. So you have to wear dignified dress. I have told every one of you that wear something dignified, not indignified. It has to be majestic, because you are a saint now. You are no more a person running on the street. You are the selected saints by God. So the dress you wear need not be absurd or something funny, but should give you dignity. Not any false, but a real dignity. You see the vibrations of a dress. Wear your country's dress. You need not wear somebody else's dress or something. But the interest in the dress should be that it should give you dignity and a sense of respectability. It is to preserve your respect that you have to wear a dress. That is the utility of a dress. And now you go to another thing, anything that you are using. For example, your house. Your house should be a house of cheerfulness, a house of dignity, where people come in, they have comfort, they sit comfortably. But too much comfort is against Sahaja Yoga. But Spartan also is not necessary, that you do not have anything to spread on the ground or something. It should be comfortable. But it should not be comfort personified, because comfort creeps on you. Comfort is one thing, is better for English people to avoid completely. It's very good for them not to allow the body to get into comfortable positions. Especially bathroom addiction is too much in English people, I've seen it. It is so much so, I was so surprised that if I go, supposing to a reception, I can tell you whether it is owned by an Englishman or by somebody else. If it is owned by an Englishman, the bathroom will be done up very well. There will be towel for everything, soap for everything. I mean, they are extremely particular. And immediately I know that it is done by some English gentleman, because they are very bathroom conscious. Though they do not take baths. I have seen houses with 60 bedrooms and no bath in England only. Now, of course, they have started. Bathing is not their quality. But bathroom, they are very particular. And even if you put an easy chair, they wouldn't mind sitting in a bathroom. And as far as bathroom is concerned, one should just form such habits that within 10 minutes you should be out from the bathroom. Now when I say you have to take your baths, that doesn't mean that early in the morning go and take a shower. It doesn't mean that. You should take a bath at a time when you will have 1 hour before going out. But that also from auspicious point of view. Now you are saints. So use water as much as you can. Wash your hands 10 times. It's very essential. To get your vibrations all right, you must wash your hands. But now in India, there are people who wash their hands countingly 64 times. And I always warn about the another side of it. Like doctors go on washing their hands. In the same way, there are some people who go on washing their hands. You need not take out the skin out of your hands. But as many times as you wash your hands, it is a good thing. I mean, you are saints, but you are children. And I have to talk to you as to the children who are saints. It's a big complication. And while you are grown-up people, and sometimes you might feel hurt also the way I have to tell you, but this is important. That you have to understand that we are saints, and as saints, what we have to do as far as the matter is concerned. Now, in a house, there should be no dearth. Dearth is not the sign of a saintliness. Miserliness, dearth. You come to somebody's house and you find a miserable beggary bowl. That kind of a thing should not be. You must have proper plates, proper things, or a broken plate somewhere. No. All these things should be clean, neat, maybe handmade, or even if you don't get handmade, but they should be clean, auspicious. If you can get handmade things, nothing like it. That's a very good idea. If you can get handmade things and if you can use them, it's very good. I think we went to see Gandhiji's ashram, didn't we? You saw it was a simple place, but very well done, everything. And that way Japanese are very good at these things. One has to learn a lot from them. You have to learn from so many people. And because of Zen influence, the Japanese picked up the aesthetics of life. Very simple house they will have, but everything very comfortable. And they know how to make the house look beautiful and how to make people feel comfortable. No. Now, one of the things which people always tell me, that in Sahaja Yogis do not have a presence. This is a very important thing. The presence is done by matter. Now, our presence, if it is not all right, people can make it out. All things that are in us, if they become auspicious, we'll have a presence. Wherever we'll stand, people will know there's a presence of someone. And this presence is a blessing of the matter to us. So you must respect matter, in the sense what clothes we wear. Throwing clothes on the ground, throwing here and there, living like a donkey, like a pigsty, is not the way a Sahaja Yogi should live. He has to be orderly. He has to respect his clothes. But it should not be that you respect your clothes so much that you throw away others' clothes. The others are Sahaja Yogis also. You have to respect each other because you are all saints. If you respect yourself, you have to respect others. And once you start respecting the matter, which is the essence in you, that is attention. The essence of matter is attention. Attention gives you the presence. For example, recently Marie was with me. While translating me, she suddenly saw some flowers here and there. She started putting them right. It created a very funny situation. Everybody started saying, what's the matter with this woman? But now she's understood it. And now I told her that when you are speaking, you should say it with full concentration. Your attention, where is your attention? If your attention is on money, even if I'm talking about the highest things, you'll be thinking about money. If your attention is on something else, even if I'm talking to something, you will be thinking of something else. That's why our presence should be such that nobody's attention is diverted or deluded. You understand my point? If your presence is funny, like a joker or a clown or a funny, untidy, everybody's attention will be disturbed. If you are overly dressed, also the attention will be disturbed. But if you are completely a presence, then wherever you stand, people will feel there's somebody standing. Great. The respect flows. Actually, respect flows. And it is something so remarkable that you don't know how people try to help you then and how it works out. Your attention, if it is dominated by matter, people can make it out. And that is one thing has to look after very clearly, because these are countries who have advanced so much in material advancement. So what happens? Every matter attracts your attention. You go on the street, this one woman is standing, or there's something selling, this happening. All the time the attention. You see, it is their job to attract your attention, otherwise how are they going to exploit you? See, they will have no justification. So they produce things, advertise things to do in such a way to distract your attention. Now this is a force which is acting against our attention. So as far as possible, keep your attention straight or on the Mother Earth. If you can control your attention, you can overcome your material domination. Now the best thing is to put attention to your spirit. If you start putting your attention to spirit, the sweetness of the spirit itself will make the whole thing very sweet and beautiful. The attention should be in the spirit. When you are getting ready, keep the attention on the spirit. Now it's not difficult because Kundalini has reached that stage. Before realization, if I had said it, then you would have said, Mother, how to do it. But now when you have got realization, try to bring your attention to spirit. Means first, when the Kundalini rises, you start looking at the spirit. Or you say when you get realization, you see the spirit. In the sense that the spirit starts flowing through you. You start watching it's flowing, it's this thing. But then, after some time, you must enter into spirit and see through the window of the spirit, the whole thing, by developing your witness spirit. If you develop your witness state, from attention you become knowledge, the truth. Then material things become the knowledge. Aesthetics of matter start giving you joy. You do not want to possess it, but they start giving you joy. And even if you want to possess it, it would be just to enjoy it and give it away to somebody else. It's like that. It's for your enjoyment and you want to give it away to someone else. When you develop your witness state, this will come to you, that you will not keep things to yourself, but you would like to give and share. Sharing. That is the time you should know you have become a witness, because you are enjoying. Witness state is the state of Shri Krishna, of Virat. When you start sharing your things, then it is a proper thing. Come in, there's space here. In the morning, don't talk to anyone. Be in hush condition. You are in for opening out to the great power which is going to solve the problem of the world. So you cleanse yourself. You wash yourself, you cleanse yourself. So that you get your chakras evolved. People talked against it because they became only ritualistic, mechanical, matter became very important, then only doing these things became important. But not now. You people are different. You are realized souls. That doesn't mean that you should take to sannyasa or anything. You should, I have told you, you should live like normal people, but a very dignified people. Nothing of indignity, childishness, superfluousness, or joker-like, clown-like, outstandingly funny. All these dresses should not be worn. You should be properly dressed in a way that you have a presence. I mean, this is to a children I am telling. You must have a presence of grown-up Sahajogis. You are all saints. You know such a lot even many saints do not know. You can go and ask so many of them. There's one thing they know, that I am that. That's one thing you do not know. They know that. This is a big difference. Because I'm easily available to you, you do not understand. For them, I'm great. As I told you yesterday, that how these saints have recognized and they have sent people to help me. In saintliness, only your recognition of me is poor. Because if it was not, you would not be shouting in my presence, quarreling in my presence. You give me headaches. You tell me things which you should not tell me. He knocked at my door. Somebody tells me. He says he came there, he did this. Another tells me. You should not talk like this to me. You are materially, again, bound by talking. From where does the talk come from? Vishuddhi. Talk comes from Vishuddhi, but it starts from the whole Vani, the whole sound starts from much below. So, to raise it higher, there are stages of this sound coming in. And when it becomes Madhyama, is in the heart region, when it just throbs, you do not feel the throbbing. Then it comes here. Here it becomes Vaikhari. Then it becomes Pashyanti, means it sees. It just sees. Then it becomes Para, where it becomes just silent in the awness of the presence. We have to develop those things. But we do not understand that all these things are our attributes which we have to enlighten and rise and make every part, every petal of our being beautiful. If you start understanding these small, small things, which are very important, because I'm talking of very big things. But even a small thing can close your eyes completely. It's a very big vision I have, very big vision. And that vision can be done through you people. You do not think that you are ordinary. Otherwise I would never have chosen you. But you have no recognition of yourself also, as you have no recognition of me. You have to recognize yourselves and respect yourself. Do not respect material things. Respect yourself first of all, and the matter within you. If you move that way, I think you will understand better what I am saying. The body of a human being is a temple of God. But this temple has to be enlightened and has to be auspicious. You have to clear and clean your being completely. So it's a beautiful temple for God to reside there. But we deceive ourselves, you see. When I'm talking, you listen to me. And you think that, oh, mother talked very sweetly, beautifully, finished. But nothing goes inside. Why? Because of lethargy. Lethargy is a thing which is a barrier. It doesn't allow me to go inside you. It's a barrier. It's a very sweet thing which smiles, just, you see, thinking, oh, mother is saying something nice. It's very great. It gives you happiness and all that. But it doesn't go inside. You do not imbibe. And that's why try to put your attention to yourself and feel your dignity and honor. Feel your presence, that you have to have a presence. And when I tell to some people, they'll say, I know, mother, I know I do that. Then why do you do it? That means you are possessed. You are a possessed person. That you know this is wrong, still you are doing it. Then you are a possessed person. Then it's better you beat yourself with shoes. But that stage should go now. I don't like you to beat yourself with shoes. I mean, are you that level? But the level is such still. And your presence is the one that should give prasannata, is the cheerfulness to others. Others should feel cheerful in your company. A presence is something which you can understand. A presence has prudence. It understands how to behave in a particular thing. It is not imprudent, like it won't rush to a thing, it won't jump onto a thing. If somebody is talking, you just do not become absolutely dominating on that. When you talk, you do not talk in a way that is dramatic or sort of theatrical, or neither you talk in a way that is lunatic-like or something like that. Presence has its own balance in the center, and that presence must be maintained. Presence is very important, and just see yourself. Are you having a presence? Some people are very good Sahajogis, but they have no go, they have no dash at all. They receive things, they see things. They should have a dash. They have to tell people off. But in a way that is congenial, that is sweet, that is beautiful, that works is the point. If it does not work, what's the use? Now again I am going for 17 days. Really 17 days I'll be out. I miss you all very much. And I feel concerned so much. Because you have to still grow quite a lot. I feel that among you there is no understanding of collectivity. Very irritable people. You get irritable with each other. How can you? You are all saints. You must respect each other. You must love each other. Talk sweetly to each other. You are all saints. A saint meets another saint. How does he meet? Have you seen any time a real saint meeting another real saint? You should see. You do not look like that. The first proof is this. Are you really saints or not? He has gone to India. How they met you? See? How they meet each other. They'll hug each other and they enjoy each other's company. They laugh at jokes and understand it. There's such a congenial thing. Nobody thinks I'm right. Nobody thinks like that. Once you start thinking I'm right and that person is wrong, I'm doing all right, he's wrong, it's finished. They enjoy themselves so much, just like one wave it moves, you see. They are all the time laughing, enjoying, loudly. They help each other such a lot. It's absolutely worth seeing that. Now, the worst thing that can happen to human beings is ego. Worst thing. Possession is better. At least you feel the pinch of it. But ego, you never feel the pinch. It is you never feel that there is ego in you. And you think you are the most correct person, you are the best person, and the temper shows here in the nose. I can see that. Oh, nose coming up like that. Such ego, such ego. And this ego, Indians have also picked up from. Those who have come in contact with you, you see, as the dog when he comes in contact with human beings, learns many things. In the same way, Indians who have come in contact with you people have picked up ego. And we can see the difference. But in simple villages, people try to be nice, congenial, good. How? By understanding auspiciousness. An auspicious presence is soothing, comforting, absorbing, beautiful. And this, how do you develop? You should do little arti to my photograph. It's a good idea. Now, when you do the arti also, somebody is shouting at the top of his voice. He's trying to lead others. Then another trying to lead others. This should not be. There should be some homogeneous. I can make it out. There's no rhythm. Sing in the same tone, same style. Try to make it one, concord should be there. In a humble way, in joyous way, that we all are singing. All our hearts are singing. All of us are here to do it. So many of us are. Feel that joy. We are so many. And it has a very bad effect on others when they see you this way. I mean, anybody would be shocked. Why in India it is spreading? Because they see that love between the people. Now, of our attention, if you take it to the spirit, you will feel the collectivity. Attention should be, as I told you yesterday, find out how many times you have talked nicely to others and how many times you have been quarreling. If somebody says even a harsh word, just keep quiet. Do not feel bad, it's all right. It comes and goes. Let us decide to improve ourselves and not to feel bad about it. We have to improve a lot and a lot and a lot, because the relationship between you seems to be so bad. It's like cancer, absolutely cancer. It is malignant. So try to see your ego, and you should say, now even people, I've told them that somebody says you should say, I'm sorry. They'll not say like that. They'll say in sarcasm, oh, I'm sorry, or something like that. They'll say in a sarcastic way so that sorry also has no meaning. All right, don't say anything. This is not the way. You should say, see yourself. So, this ego has come. Now, please tell me something else, I'll do it. Christ washed the feet of his disciples. Just think of that. And that's what a sensible Sahajogi does. He washes the feet of another disciple. If you remember, Aradhana, my daughter, granddaughter, when you people came to my house, there was I think about 8 or 10 of them. She got a small bucket. She washed everybody's feet. Every time she would take it back to the bathroom, throw it away, again fill it up, bring it with great spirit. She was 5 years. She had not completed her 5 years. And she would wash everybody's feet, wipe them, again put back. She did for everybody. And then, after that, she came on my feet. And then she said, I'm not going to look at anybody, I'm going to run away now. I've done my job. And she went away. Aradhna is of a very high quality Sahaja Yogini. She's very high quality. But she thought that this is the best way of washing their feet. It's showing the sense of collectivity. Some part of me is not all right, let me clear it. For example, if you think of me and you will understand how much I work hard on you. Why? Because I love you very much. And you are my part and parcel. If you are not all right, I am not going to be all right. If you consider, then you will never think somebody is lower than you. It's better to wash the feet of someone than to wash your own feet. It will be a good idea. Put down your ego every time. Muhammad Sahib used this method, but best was used by Nanaka. He said, let all the Sikhs do some seva. They have to, as a punishment, they have to do some seva. So, what is the seva? When there is a group, somebody has to sit down. Even one guru, very big guru, had to clean the shoes of all the people who came for the program. He was given polish, brush and everything. Very recently, he was punished to clean the shoes of the people who came around. You are supposed to wash their clothes, wash their things as a punishment. Anybody who is arrogant should do it. Anybody who quarrels or fights should do it. Anybody who is blunt should do it. And it worked. It works. They are supposed to wash their clothes. They are supposed to wash their feet, rub their feet, give them a massage, and feel better. In India, if you see, all the Sahaja Yogis are working on each other's chakras. But here, nobody will accept even that you have these chakras caught up. Have you seen that? Every day they are working, cleaning everybody. They say, Baba, clean my chakra. And he'll say, then when they do it, they say, thank you. You cleaned mine. And then they help them. They rub their hands, feet, because you have done so much work. This is not done here. I would like to see more mutual understanding, mutual love, mutual attraction for each other. Should look forward to each other, try to help each other, than to criticize. I hate to hear any criticism of anyone from any one of you. But when it goes too much, it's better to tell me. But you must judge yourself, what are we doing for others? Some people think as long as we keep quiet, it's all right. It's not the point. Try to be nice. Give some presents, talk to them. And there are so many ways of expression of your love to them. Give sometimes flowers. Try to find out what are the likes and dislikes of the person is. It's very good idea. Do not do things that people do not like. Sometimes you see. It's better not to do it. What is the use? If the relationships are spoiled, not to do those things. Just find out what you don't like. A simple thing, my husband doesn't like me to put flowers in the hair. But in Maharashtra, all the married women are supposed to put the flowers in the hair. That's a custom. But because I married him, he doesn't like, because in their community only bad women put flowers in the head. I have never put flowers in my head. Only when it is a special puja or they tie up in Maharashtra, there I agree. But I never make a bun and put a thing. It's alright. If he doesn't like, why do it? Unnecessary to increase all the clashes and the problem. Don't do anything that people do not like you to do. Try to avoid it. It creates problem. Try to do something that pleases others. Let us see if you have devised this method, how to please. If you please others, your deities will be very happy. Because they are all one. Within you, within her, they are all one. And they feel happy because they are all related to each other. And they feel unhappy when you try to be unkind to each other. Because they are one. If this is worked out properly, understandingly, all of you are going to be great saints. I see your image in future also. Or some of you are going to be very, very great. And some of you are going to take it up. It's a project launched. Launch a project against yourself, towards yourself, building up yourself. How sweet you are going to be others. Let's have it. Talk to others. Some people just don't talk. I've seen that all the time. They will have a very bad vision. You must talk, you must be nice, you must be open-hearted. This Yugoslav girl is very open-hearted. I like her for that reason. She's a big heart. Talk with a big heart. Open. No secretiveness and this cold, what is it called? English manner. I mean, you are a country of great people. How can that be? There are not some, there are quite a lot of them. And you are going to be the wisest because you have the advantage of their creation. On top of you've got advantage of your creation. And then you belong to a great country like that. Imagine the whole country is getting into the mire of lethargy. Who is going to save this country? You people. So again and again, it is against lethargy, and whatever is lethargy is anti-Christ, is anti-God, is anti-Mataji. Try to become cheerful and blissful, happy, dignified, sensible, sweet. It's not too many things. Very few. It's only one. And I know we are going to enjoy life very much. We are going to be very happy people. Take out your tempers from your heads, first of all, the angers, you see, and to say, I got very angry. Means what? Why did you get angry? To be proud of your anger and temper and your irritations. It will be very beautiful, I'm sure. You're growing up. But the growth becomes little dwarfed with these nonsensical things. So you have to protect your growth from these things as we protect a small plant from, say, frost falling on a plant. It's like that. Frost is nothing compared to the plant because plant is growing. But the frost can kill it. And that's how you do not make it a frost. Be cheerful. People come up and they go down. I've seen people come up and then they go down. Try to look after yourself.